It started with static. Just a scratchy phone line and the muffled hum of a jailhouse call. Then a voice cut through the noise, cold and calculated. "She's not who y'all think she is," said Blueface's mother, her tone heavy with something more than anger. It was betrayal. Within hours, that leaked jail call had exploded across the internet. And just like that, the drama between Blueface, Chrisean Rock, and their son Baby Junior was reignited, louder and uglier than ever before. A trusted insider released the audio. In it, Blueface's mom claimed that Chrisean had been hiding secrets about Baby Junior's health, manipulating public sympathy, and lying about what really happened during those CPS visits. Fans were stunned. The clip was barely 2 minutes long, but every second of it felt like gasoline on a fire. And the timing? Suspicious. Chrisean had just posted a peaceful family moment the day before. Baby Junior smiling. Titan in the background. Now, that peace was shattered. Again, was this a desperate move by Blueface's family to regain control, or the truth finally slipping out? One thing's for sure. Whatever came next would pull everyone in, expose buried truths, and leave fans questioning everything they thought they knew about Chrisean Rock, Blueface, and Baby Junior. Stay with us. The real story is just beginning. Under the surface, things were never calm, not really. The quiet moments were just pauses between storms. And this latest one? It hit harder than anyone expected. The jail call wasn't supposed to leak. It was meant to be private. Just Blueface, his mother, and a bitter phone line connecting two worlds collapsing on both sides. But someone on the inside recorded it. And now the world was listening. The voice was unmistakable. It was Blueface's mom, her tone laced with disbelief and disdain. "She ain't who she says she is," she whispered. "She playing everybody, and y'all just eating it up." The words were sharp, but what followed was worse. She claimed Chrisean had been keeping crucial medical information about Baby Junior hidden, not just from Blueface, but from the courts, with CPS and even her own followers. She act like she the only one who care about that baby. But let me tell you, half of what she's saying ain't real. I got the receipts. The internet exploded. Fans were caught off guard. Chrisean had just gone viral for sharing a touching moment of Baby Junior babbling for the first time on live. Now, Blueface's mother was accusing her of using the baby for sympathy and hiding truths that could change everything. Within an hour, the leaked clip had been reshared by every major blog. Headlines screamed betrayal. Hashtags like Chrisean exposed. And Baby Junior truth started trending. The court of public opinion split instantly. Some fans stood by Chrisean, claiming Blueface's family was bitter and desperate. Others started questioning everything they'd believed about her journey as a mother. But the chaos didn't stop at the audio. A second clip surfaced. This time, a short video of a family meeting outside the jail, where Blueface's mother was seen speaking to a woman who appeared to be from Child Protective Services. It was filmed from across the street, grainy and shaky, but you could hear pieces of the conversation. "He deserves to know what's really going on with his son," she said. "We just want transparency. Is that too much?" The internet went wild. Was Blueface's family working with CPS behind Chrisean's back? And if so, what did they know that no one else did? Chrisean stayed silent. For the first time in weeks, her Instagram stories stopped. No Bible verses, no baby updates, no soft music playing in the background. It was as if the wind had been knocked out of her completely. And fans noticed. One commenter wrote, "Silence don't look good, not this time." But the truth was, Chrisean wasn't staying silent by choice. Sources close to her claimed she was blindsided. She hadn't heard the recording before it went viral. And when she did, she reportedly broke down crying in front of her team, holding Baby Junior and whispering, "Why they doing this to me? Why now?" Titan was the one who stepped in. According to insiders, he took her phone, shut off social media, and told her to breathe. "You don't gotta fight them right now," he told her. "You just gotta protect your peace." But peace wasn't easy to hold on to. Not when the world was watching. Not when old wounds were being ripped wide open. Blueface's cousin, who had remained quiet throughout most of the drama, posted a now-deleted tweet. "We tried to stay out of it, but that baby don't need to grow up in lies." Those 11 words reignited everything. Suddenly, more people from Blueface's side began speaking out. A supposed family friend claimed that Chrisean had refused to let Blueface's mom see baby Jor during a supervised visit back in February. Another posted that Blueface had begged for updates about his son but was constantly ignored or blocked. The narrative was shifting. Even fans who had been ride or die for Chrisean started second-guessing. One wrote, "I love her, but if she's lying about the baby's condition, that's unforgivable." Meanwhile, Chrisean's inner circle went into lockdown. No statements. No reactions. Her management refused interviews. But one cryptic Instagram post popped up on a fan page hours later. A black and white image of Chrisean holding baby Junior with the caption, "He's all that matters." Some fans saw it as defiance. Others saw it as desperation. Then came the third blow. A leaked message thread, allegedly between Chrisean and one of her former assistants, showed her asking someone to fix the baby's paperwork before a CPS meeting. The assistant's reply, "We can't keep changing dates. They're gonna notice." No one could verify if the messages were real. The profile pic matched the assistant's public account, but skeptics claimed the messages were edited. Still, the damage was done. Screenshots spread like wildfire. The phrase, "fix the baby's paperwork," became a meme overnight. At this point, the pressure on Chrisean was unbearable. Insiders said she hadn't eaten in over a day. She was barely sleeping. Her team wanted her to release a statement, but she refused. "If I speak now, it'll come from pain," she said, "and I don't want to fight with pain anymore." But fans were waiting. The silence wasn't helping her case. It all came to a head when CPS reportedly made a surprise visit to her home in Atlanta. The details were murky, but blogs claimed that baby Junior was temporarily removed from the home for evaluation. No one confirmed it, but within hours, paparazzi photos surfaced showing Chrisean leaving her building in tears, Titan beside her, looking just as wrecked. The image went viral. Again. One blog titled it, "The Fall of Chrisean." But was it really a fall? Or just another brutal chapter in a story that never gets to rest? While Chrisean's world crumbled in the spotlight, Blueface was still locked behind bars, but his voice was louder than ever. The leaked jail call hadn't just ignited chaos, it had given his side a powerful new weapon, public sympathy. Something he hadn't held in months. A second part of the call was now circulating, even more damning than the first. In this one, Blueface is heard calmly telling his mother, "I'm not trying to destroy her. I just want the truth. They keep acting like I walked away from my kid. I didn't walk away. I got locked away." He continued, "She ain't told me nothing real about my son in months. Last time I asked, she said everything's good. How is everything good when CPS is at her door?" The clip was raw. The static made it sound like a movie scene. But it was real enough to trend. Fans started quoting him, calling it his redemption arc. Even pages that used to roast him were now running polls. Should Blueface get custody of baby Junior? And shockingly, a large chunk of the audience said yes. Chrisean, once the internet's wounded warrior, was now being seen through a different lens. But not everyone bought it. Some fans pointed out that the timing of the leaks was too perfect. One popular TikTok user said, "He drops this call, and suddenly everybody forgets how he used to treat her? Y'all wild." Others began digging into Blueface's own CPS history, posting old clips of chaotic house fights, shouting matches, and even one clip of baby Junior crying in the background while arguments erupted around him. But Blueface's family didn't back off. His sister posted a now-deleted story showing screenshots of text messages between her and Chrisean, allegedly from months ago. In them, Chrisean told her to stay away and that, "Your brother's not seeing this baby till he acts right." The screenshot ended with a chilling line from Chrisean. "I'm the only parent he got now. True or fake, the internet didn't care. The damage was done." Chrisean's silence began to look like guilt to some. Others defended her fiercely, saying, "Y'all expect a single mom with no support to fight everyone every day? Maybe she's just tired." And she was. Sources close to her said she barely left her apartment. She avoided the press. She even canceled an appearance at a women's empowerment panel she'd been scheduled to headline. Her reason? "I can't empower nobody if I don't feel whole." It was the first sign that she was truly breaking. Then came the most unexpected twist. A third jail call leaked. This one was different. Emotional. Quiet. Blueface was crying. He said, "I used to blame her for everything. But now I see. We both failed. And now we paying the price." For a moment, the world paused. Even his harshest critics admitted. They hadn't seen him like this before. Not in songs, not on lives, not in court. Chrisean reportedly heard the clip and broke down. One of her close friends posted a vague tweet. She heard the new one. She ain't said a word since. And then, she went live. Not from her living room. Not with the baby in her arms. Not in tears. Not in tears. But from her car. Parked. Dark. Silent. Her eyes were tired, but she looked directly into the camera. "I didn't want to go live tonight," she said. "But I need to clear something." She took a breath. "I didn't lie about my baby. I didn't lie about CPS. They came. Yeah, they came to check. But he wasn't taken. They just asked questions. They always ask questions. I got nothing to hide." She leaned closer. "I ain't perfect. I mess up. I yell. I post crazy stuff. But my baby, that's my heart. And if anybody think I would risk him just to look good on the gram, then y'all never knew me." Her voice cracked. "Blue, I hear you. I heard that call. And yeah, you're right. We both failed. But we can't fix this with phone calls and leaks." Fans were stunned. It was the most honest they'd seen her in weeks. Within minutes, blogs posted the clip. Chrisean finally speaks. Comments poured in. Some still doubted her. Others praised her for being real. The internet was as divided as ever. But then, yet another twist. A CPS report leaked. Partially redacted, but real enough to confirm the agency had visited her home. It noted unverified reports of neglect, but also stated no immediate threat to the child. The case remained open for observation. The keywords: no immediate threat. Chrisean reposted the screenshot with a single word: truth. Her fans rallied again. The tide began to shift once more. But Blueface's mother wasn't done. She went live. Again, this time in full glam, sipping tea and reading comments. "So she wanna play victim now," she said. "Girl, you out here crying in cars, but you wasn't crying when you was blocking my son from his own child." Her tone turned bitter. "You been using that baby like a shield, but guess what? That shield cracking." And just like that, the firestorm reignited. Blogs reposted the video. Reaction channels picked it apart. Fans started screenshotting every old post from both sides, trying to piece together a truth that was growing more impossible by the day. Titan, who had stayed quiet through most of it, finally broke his silence with a cryptic story. A photo of baby Junior's toy on the floor with the caption, "I'm here for him, not the cameras." Some praised him, others called him fake. But one thing was clear. This drama wasn't slowing down. Not with jail calls leaking. Not with CPS involved. Not with every player throwing their truth into the fire. And as night fell over Atlanta, fans waited to see what would come next. The next morning, Chrisean didn't post a word. Not a photo. Not a quote. Not even a cryptic emoji. Her story was completely blank. And for someone who lived online, that kind of silence was loud. Too loud. The kind that meant something was coming, and something did come, just not from her. Blueface's legal team released an official statement through a blog. It read like a press release, cold and polished. Mr. Porter is concerned about the welfare of his child and is exploring all legal avenues to ensure his son's safety, stability, and future access to both parents. Fans immediately noticed the shift in tone. It wasn't emotional, it wasn't messy, it was strategic, and that made it more dangerous. One blog broke down the statement like it was a football playbook, explaining that Blueface could be laying the groundwork to seek legal custody once released. The internet erupted again, split between those who thought he had every right and those who said he was trying to control Chrisean through the courts. But behind the headlines, something even more shocking was brewing. A trusted insider leaked that a former nanny of baby Junior, someone who worked briefly with Chrisean's team during a tour stop in Dallas, had agreed to do an anonymous interview. The blog teased it with one chilling quote. I saw things that didn't make sense. Things that made me worry. The full interview dropped the next night. The voice was blurred. The face blacked out. But the words, they were clear. I never saw her hit the baby or anything like that. But there were days she'd just shut down. She'd lock herself in the room. The baby would be crying, and someone else, usually that basketball boy, would try to calm him down. She added, I think she loves her son. I do. But she's overwhelmed, and I think she's scared to ask for help because she don't want to look weak. The internet exploded. Again, this ain't abuse, this is a mom breaking down. This proves she's not ready. She's not the first mom to shut down. Y'all act like motherhood easy. So Blueface let his mom throw her under the bus, then sent out this fake clean statement. Nah. The sides were drawing in deeper, louder, uglier. Chrisean finally broke her silence 2 days later. But not with a live, not with a post. She showed up. Paparazzi spotted her walking into a courthouse in Atlanta, dressed in all black, holding baby Jair close to her chest. Titan walked beside her, head down, jaw clenched. The image was haunting, raw, powerful. And within an hour, it was everywhere. One blog posted the photo with the headline, Chrisean walks into battle. Inside, the hearing was closed, but a reporter outside claimed the case was a review meeting, related to CPS's open observation. No accusations, no charges, just an evaluation. Still, the weight of it was massive. Hours later, Chrisean posted a video. Not a rant, not a defense, just baby Junior, asleep in his car seat. Soft lullabies playing, her hand resting gently over his chest. The caption, "Everything I do is for him." It was the first time in days fans saw the softer side again. The woman they had once rallied behind. Not the fighter, not the reality TV persona, just a mom trying to hold it all together. But that peace, it didn't last long, because that same night, Blueface's mother went live. Again. But this time, she wasn't angry. She was crying. "I just want to know he's okay," she whispered, wiping her face. "I didn't mean for all this to turn into a war. I just wanted to help my son. I just wanted to be a grandma." It was the first time anyone saw her break. Fans flooded the comments. "This is what should have happened in private. You started this whole thing." Maybe they all hurting. Then came the most unexpected post of all. Blueface himself, through his team, posted a handwritten letter, scrawled in black ink on lined paper, photographed on his jail bed. Read, "I miss my son. I miss her too sometimes. But we broken now, and I don't think we can fix it without fixing ourselves first." He didn't tag her, didn't use hashtags, just dropped the letter, and logged out. Fans were stunned. Was this regret? Was this healing? Or was it just damage control? Chrisean didn't respond. Not directly. But a few hours later, she posted a photo of baby Junior's tiny hand gripping her finger, along with a gospel song playing in the background. No caption, no words. But the message was loud. This wasn't about war anymore. This was about survival. But even as both sides began to soften their tone, the internet wasn't done stirring. The Podode leaked clip emerged, supposedly a recording from inside a private family meeting at the jail. The quality was bad. The voices faint. But one voice, believed to be Blueface's sister, could be heard saying, "You think she gonna let you co-parent after all this? You better lawyer up." The tone wasn't helpful. It was a warning. A threat. And it set fire to everything that had started cooling down. Blogs started speculating. Was this heading toward full custody court drama? Would Blueface sue for primary rights the moment he got out? And Chrisean? Was she prepared for that fight? According to sources, her team had already begun meeting with legal consultants. Not to attack, not to strike, but to protect. Because now, the stakes weren't just reputation. They were real. Custody. Control. A child's future. The next morning, Chrisean posted a short video of baby Jair playing on the floor. In the background, a voice could be heard faintly. Her own. "We gonna be all right." But fans weren't so sure. Because in the world of Blueface and Chrisean, all right has never been easy. Never been easy. As the days passed, the internet kept its eyes locked on every move Chrisean made. The story had stopped being just entertainment. It had become something heavier, darker, messier. And now, it wasn't just about celebrity drama anymore. It was about whether a young mother could keep her world from crumbling, whether a jailed father could change his narrative from reckless to responsible, and whether a child caught in the middle could grow up in peace. But just when the public tension seemed to simmer, a new storm hit, and this one came from someone no one expected. Jaden Alexis. Out of nowhere, she went live. Phone angled slightly down, eyes deadpan. She didn't raise her voice. She didn't come for clout. She just started talking. Everybody's acting like they know what's going on. Like they care about this baby. Like they care about any of this. But half of y'all never even met that child. And Blue? He ain't perfect. But don't act like Chrisean is either. She paused. Leaned forward. You know what hurts the most? Watching all this happen when I warned them both. From day one, I said it. This was gonna end in court. And now look. The internet went wild. Why's she talking now? She just mad she out the picture. Nah, she got a point. But it was what she said next that shook everyone. Blueface told me before he got locked up that if anything ever happened to him, he wanted me to make sure that baby had someone stable in his life. The implication was clear. Was Jaden claiming Blueface wanted her to step in for Baby Jor? Blogs had a field day. Within hours, the title "Jaden Wants Custody Too" was trending. Chrisean didn't respond. Not directly. But that night she posted a muted video of her rocking Baby Jor to sleep, mouthing the words to a gospel song with tears in her eyes. And then, another twist. Titan went live. Finally breaking his silence after weeks of standing in the background. His tone was calm, respectful, but sharp. I don't care about none of the clout. I'm not here to be famous off this situation. I'm here because I care about her. I care about that baby. And I ain't walking away just 'cause y'all making noise online. He continued. And for everybody saying, where he come from? Like I'm some stranger. Ask yourself this. When y'all favorite rapper was yelling at her online, when his mama was blasting her, who was holding her hand? Who was changing diapers? Who was buying formula? Fans started shifting again. He's solid. Finally, a man stepping up. He better not mess this up. But with every new statement, the pressure on Chrisean grew heavier. Every word became a weapon. Every post a target. She was living in a spotlight that burned more than it shined. Behind the scenes, sources claimed Chrisean was being advised to go silent again, to pull back, stop reacting, and let the legal process play out. But silence had never been her style, so she did something different. She filmed a full sit-down video. No makeup, no edits, just her, speaking. I know people are tired of hearing my name, tired of the drama, tired of the tears, but I'm not here to convince anybody anymore. She looked into the camera, voice trembling. You don't gotta like me. You don't gotta believe me. But don't take this baby and turn him into a storyline. Her words struck deep. He's not your entertainment. He's not your content. He's not your revenge. He's my son. And I will go through every court in this country if that's what it takes to keep him safe. The video went viral in minutes. But while fans were moved, the system didn't care about feelings. A court document leaked. Real this time. No redactions, no speculation. Blueface's legal team had filed for joint custody. Not full, not emergency. But joint meaning supervised visitation, shared decision-making, legal access, and the reason? To ensure balance and protection of paternal rights. Chrisean's team responded the next day with a motion of their own, requesting the court limit visitation due to ongoing emotional distress, media harassment, and potential safety, concerns related to online threats. And suddenly, what started as public drama turned into real legal warfare. Blueface's mother went live again, this time with paperwork in hand. I'm not backing down. That baby is my blood. And if she thinks we're gonna sit back while she cuts us off, she got another thing coming. Chrisean clapped back hours later with an Instagram story showing Baby Jor's baby monitor and a caption that read, "Safe, loved, protected. The rest is noise." Meanwhile, Titan quietly posted a photo of the baby's first steps, blurry and unfiltered. Caption: walking into better. But the peace was short-lived, because just when it seemed things couldn't get worse, a video leaked. A secret video. From inside a CPS meeting. You couldn't see faces, but you could hear voices. A woman, sounding shaken, says, "I just want to make sure he's not being used for content. That's all." Another voice replies, "We understand. We're monitoring the situation closely." Fans speculated immediately. Some claimed the first voice was Jaden. Others thought it was Blueface's mom. A few said it sounded like a new CPS caseworker. But no one knew for sure. What they did know, Baby Jayer's name had been said. Again, in a setting that was never meant to be public, the reaction was immediate. This baby got more media coverage than a movie star. They need to shut all this down and just co-parent. At this point, everyone needs therapy. As pressure built from all sides, Chrisean did something unexpected. She disappeared. For 72 hours. No posts, no stories, no lives. Just silence. When she finally returned, it wasn't with drama. It was with a prayer. She posted a video from inside a church, Baby Jenner in her lap, head bowed, tears falling silently. The caption read, "You fight battles I don't even see. Thank you." And just like that, the noise faded for a moment. But in this world, moments are short. The next fire was already on the way. The silence was peaceful, but peace in Chrisean's life had never lasted long. Not when so many people were watching, waiting, and willing to stir the fire again. By the end of the fourth day, the calm cracked like glass, and the final twist in this storm of drama came not from Blueface, not from Chrisean, not even from the court, but from someone unexpected. A new account appeared on social media. No profile picture, no name. Just a post. It was a video clip, never seen before. In it, Blueface is talking on a jail phone. Not angry, not loud, just tired. "I ain't trying to make her look bad," he says, voice barely audible through the jail call hum. But she's not. Well, I see it. And if I don't say something now when I get out, it might be too late for him. Too late for him. Then, the line goes silent. The internet exploded. Who leaked it? When was it recorded? And what did he mean by too late? Blogs ran with it instantly. Blueface fears for Baby Jayer's safety? Final straw, leaked call sparks, CPS reevaluation? Blueface's quietest words may be his loudest yet. Chrisean didn't respond. Not immediately. Instead, she posted a photo of Baby Jayer's hospital bracelet from when he was born. No caption. Just the date. Fans were split. Some saw it as a soft reminder. This is where it started. This is who matters. Others said it was a calculated distraction. Sentiment to cover scandal. And while the public argued, something serious happened in private. Court documents were updated. A hearing was scheduled. This time with both legal teams present and both sides allowed to submit testimony. And that's when everything came crashing down. Because the night before the hearing, another leak hit the internet. But this time, it wasn't audio. It wasn't a cryptic photo. It was a screen recording, showing a private DM from someone inside CPS, warning a staff member that media interference is escalating the situation beyond control. The message ended with one line. "I'm worried about the baby being used as a pawn. The internet went nuclear. They're saying it now. CPS knows this is out of hand." Finally, someone thinking about Baby Jr. Shut down the drama. Protect the kid. The next morning, outside the courthouse, both camps showed up. Chrisean, wrapped in a beige hoodie, Baby Jr. clutched close, head high but eyes dim. Blueface's mother stood with her son's legal rep, lips tight, arms folded. Titan stayed back. This wasn't his fight anymore. Not legally. The court was closed to the public, but leaks always find a way. Inside sources said both sides delivered statements. Blueface's team argued for joint custody and supervised visitation, citing emotional instability and media exposure concerns. Chrisean's team pushed back, arguing for full custody with restricted third-party access, citing emotional abuse history, manipulation, and media weaponization. The judge didn't make a ruling that day, but the message was clear. This was no longer just internet gossip. It was real, official, and it would be settled in court, not online. Outside, reporters swarmed. Fans held phones. Some yelled support. Some booed. But Chrisean didn't stop. didn't flinch. She got in her car, strapped baby Jonah in, and drove away. Later that night, she posted what might be her final word on the matter. A dimly lit video. No music, no baby in view, just her voice. They can say what they want. They can twist what they want. But I know who I am. And more important, I know who my son is. He's not a prop. He's not a headline. He's my reason, my why. And I'll fight till my last breath to keep him safe. Then silence. No hashtags. No dramatic caption. Just that. On the other side, Blueface's team released a written statement to the press. We are not engaging with the media at this time. Our focus is on what is best for the child, not public perception. For once, both sides said something similar, and maybe, just maybe, that meant something. But as the internet cooled down, for now, fans were left with more questions than answers. Who really has baby Jonah's best interest at heart? Was this all the result of too much pain, too much fame, and too many people watching? Or was someone, maybe both, playing a dangerous game and using a child as the prize? One thing's certain, the story isn't over. Because love, when broken in public, doesn't heal in private. And this war was never really about who's right. It was always about who's still standing when the truth finally breaks through. So this is where the chaos settles, at least for now. Not with a victory, not with justice, not even with closure, but with silence. The kind that lingers after a storm, heavy and uncertain. Blueface, still behind bars, has spoken through leaks, through legal motions, and through the voices of those around him. Chrisean, worn but defiant, has cried, fought, prayed, and protected. And in the middle of all of it, a child, too young, to understand the war waged in his name, baby Jonah didn't ask for fame, didn't ask to be the symbol of heartbreak, betrayal, and survival. And yet, that's what he's become. A headline, a hashtag, a heartbeat between two fractured people. So, what happens now? Maybe the courts will decide. Maybe the fans will keep choosing sides. Maybe the family drama will keep feeding the blogs. Or maybe, just maybe, they'll all finally step back and do what none of them have done from the start. Protect the baby, not the brand, but that's not our call to make. It's yours. So tell us, what do you believe really happened between Chrisean and Blueface? Was this a cry for help? Or a fight for control? Was Blueface sincere about his son's safety? Or just trying to fix his image? And did Chrisean protect her peace? Or hide behind it? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear your truth. Every side, every take. And if you followed this story from the first leaked call to the last courtroom update, hit that like button now. Subscribe if you want more real drama, raw emotion, and every twist that shakes the culture. Because if this story taught us anything, it's that in the world of fame, love, and pain, peace is rare. But the truth, always finds a way out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.